let's open up 20 packs of LEGO Minifigures Series 26, which is a space series. LEGO sent me these, and I find this particularly interesting because what are we getting? A castle series, a pirate series? Alright, I'm being too picky. The first figure is this Martian. Look, there's a certain number of aliens in this series. Don't blame me for calling the robot a Martian. The design of this does have some green at the top up here, where we do have that fishbowl design that was used with Mysterio, this time with a lighter translucent green. And also, underneath you have what's surprisingly like a sand yellow for the base of the minifigure head. The back of the head does have some printing, which is really nice. I like that. I wish you could open that up, but I get that's just the minifigure head print. The back torso print has a nice reference to the classic cassette 1x2. But my favorite part of the minifigure is the legs. This is a completely new leg piece, which has a receiving block of a 2x2 right there. So unfortunately that means you can't bend this. It doesn't have any posability in this middle section right here. But you do have that accordion-like design for that middle section. I guess you could say that's the legs. Maybe that's not the best term for it. And I love how it's the same on both sides. That's going to get some interesting usage from some purist minifigure customizers. Oh, and there's also some nice side arm printing. And every minifigure of this series has a minifigure plate with this starry night design. I love that. I mean, more specifically, stars in space, because this isn't going to be a view from Earth. Regardless, we have Orion, speaking of stars in space, based off the constellation, which you all told me in the comments a billion times. Yeah, you filled in for my idiocy, thank you. The design of this looks even better in person. I was like, it's kind of cool when I saw the pictures. Well, you know, I was like, it's one of the better figures of the series, but people were head over heels of this figure. Personally, I was like, okay, I do love purple. It's my favorite color. This is amazing in person, and I hope it shines through the camera. I love the consistency of this sparkly print design. It's crazy because it is part of the molding, but it's just really unusual to see back printing right there. But yeah, it's technically sparkles inside that translucent purple. That's just super cool all around, even with the arms right there. This was a color that they've used before for various accessories, I guess. There was the stag, right, in a translucent blue with this sparkly design for Harry Potter. We got a couple years back. This design right here also has, I think, a new club piece, right? Because I remember the clubs just being usually that carrot base piece in a brown color. Correct me if I'm wrong, though, because, again, I'm kind of not super into LEGO and not looking at it with close eyes in terms of minifigure release. The design of the shield right here has a new print as well, which I really love how this has a translucent purple base, but then there's that really nice printing on the edge of the shield, which doesn't even leave a gap of translucent purple showing. Super intricate, just really well done. You can see there's even like little bolts right there. Again, this minifigure goes above and beyond. I love the front printing right here, which is continued onto the torso. The torso has a really nice shine to it. I am in love with this minifigure. I love the front face print right there. It's a little bit hard to see on camera, but there you go. Look at that with the silver printing for the facial expression. That looks super cool. Again, base, translucent, sparkly purple head. Unfortunately, no alternate face, but it's kind of fine because this is a generic enough face, and you could kind of use this just to fill in for different minifigures in this nice translucent, sparkly purple design. And finally, you get this hair piece, the one that they used for Shuri from the Black Panther 2 sets, in that translucent purple design. I love the look of that piece in a translucent color in general. That just matches so well. It has some nice, I guess, greebling to the hair. So it just feels a little bit more intricate than, say, if they did a much smoother piece. Yeah, I love this figure. This is my favorite, and we'll see if it's topped by any other figure. We're off to a good start. Maybe I'm getting too excited, but we're only 2 packs in. Well, for this third pack, let's see what's inside. Oh, we have, I hate that I call it this, the Meet Dave guy. Okay, yeah, just if you, it's such a crappy movie. I hate referencing it. Okay, I'm not gonna go further into that. The design of these little Martians are hilarious. I love how they use the statuette figure with just the little eye printing right there on a lime green base. There's also a little smile. You get 2 of them plus 1 extra. There's also this face print, which I love, this generic face print, except they add this weird orange box around it, which, yeah, I get that that's supposed to indicate that this is like a robot. If you look super close, there's even some bolts at the very top. Putting a shadow on it makes it a little bit more clear. But yeah, that just kind of ruins the usage of this being something that you could use with generic minifigures as, say, an in-between frame in a brick film or whatever. It really kind of makes me disappointed. But I guess if you really want to use it, you could put some very careful taping around the central face print, then brasso off the rest. The other 2 really interesting parts are that there's actually 2 new pieces in here. Well, as far as I know. Again, I have to add that preface because I have missed out on a lot of sets recently. This hair piece right here, I believe, is different from the Flitwick hair. I mean, I'm 100% sure it is. It looks like that hair piece, but you can see it's just a little bit wider. The top is a little bit more prominent and poofy. The design at this part right here is actually a separate piece. This has an accessory hole piece, which is smart of LEGO to do. This is probably going to be a hair piece that they use in LEGO Friends as soon as next year. And you just put this accessory, which is the second new piece. Very interesting little coil right here. And I want to see that used for minifigure weapons. And you can just put this up top. And you do get an extra one of that. So we could even put this on top of the first minifigure that we pulled here. Bam, that's pretty cool. At the back, you can see another indication that this is a robot. And this front business suit design is pretty cool in how, I guess, perfect the triangles on it are. Like, it looks a bit too neat, which is, of course, playing into that robot fake design. Then at the very back, you actually have an alternate head, or you could even say this is just the back, which would kind of be weird because then you're just viewing the back of the hair right there. And this has another Martian that could be viewed, and I love that design and what that's implied there. So seeing that from the front, that is pretty great. Another fantastic minifigure, but I still like Orion better. When I get excited, my voice gets deep like good old times. Anyways, let's see. Speak of the devil. Literally, my favorite minifigure. I just got a second one of. If you're new to the channel, favorite minifigure of this series. Alright, 5th pack. Let's see what's inside. Ooh, is this Ice Planet? Oh no, this is the Space Nurse and Space Baby. I love the pink Space Baby right here. That is a very adorable recolor. Like, just getting a recolor of the Space Babies is something we need more of. It's kind of crazy how many times they reprinted the blue one from its initial introduction. Whenever I see the pink space person, I always think of Holly. Then we have Cortana, Space Nurse. On one hand, if this didn't look like Cortana, I'd be more harsh on this because it just feels so tropey. It's like, yeah, you gotta have the woman and the baby in a series. And I'm like, okay, that's what you're doing for space? Okay, I know, don't complain about it in the comments. If you got bothered by what I just said, it was a satire. But the design of this has a really striking resemblance to Cortana, so then I'm like, okay, this is just LEGO Cortana, which is kind of funny. I like getting this piece in that blue color, which I don't believe we've gotten before. Maybe I was too hard at first because, yeah, there's some really cool stuff here. I like getting medical outfits for space themes where I don't think we've ever gotten like a space nurse in LEGO before. So that's a really cool torso right there. There's also some really cool translucent arms. Printing right there is similar to the printing on the other side. This one has what's seemingly maybe Fahrenheit or Celsius, degrees of wherever they're at. And at the back, you could see a little power strength right there. There is some back printing on the head, which you could see right there. That looks weird as a front face, but I guess you could still do that as like some cyborg design. In some ways, it looks like the nose of a pig. Space pig? Who knows? Come on, that was a good pun. The design of this hair being in blue for the first time is actually really cool. That is also something that will be fun with custom minifigures. Why did I not speak for that one? It's funny because it's literally the same thing as the last one. Space babies. Alright, next pack. Oh, another repeat. Yo, he also reminds me of Norm from Phineas and Ferb. Alright. Next pack, next box. Yes, Return of Ice Planet, baby. I literally didn't expect this underneath. I mean, maybe I covered it in the reveal video, but I since forgot. And wow, this is awesome with a recolor of that hairpiece. The originally, what was it? The soldier hairpiece from Overwatch? Is that where it started? Is that really where it started? I love getting that in red. The face print also looks butt-kicking with this alternate face right here. The design of this armor piece is... I'm sorry. The design of this armor piece has some printing at this side right here. And then at the front, we have some more printing, which looks great. No side printing right here. This is an armor piece that has appeared in various themes. Like I remember it was in Lightyear sets. It's been used in like a Mandalorian set back in the day. I also love this little penguin right here, which is a Robo Penguin. Of course, using the base penguin piece that was introduced with Series 16 back in 2016. Some new printing there, though, which looks fantastic. That Ice Planet logo appearing once again. Back has the stud. And as I showed on top of the penguin, we have this helmet piece right here. That's an awesome upgrade from the original Ice Planet helmets. And it also kind of gives some vibes of those LEGO Galaxy Squad robots. Finally, if you remove that amazing armor piece, there's some printing that also gives off some vibes of the original Ice Planet outfits. This is a great figure. I am in love with this design, but also it does pander to nostalgia of Ice Planet 2002. The design of this orange transparent chainsaw is a direct reference to this meme. But I mean, it started from the original theme from 1994, where they had orange transparent chainsaws, which are freaking awesome, let's be honest. But what's really interesting about this build right here, it has a piece I'm not familiar with. Again, I haven't built many sets this year, so it's probably not a new piece. But check this out. It's right underneath that piece for the handle that was introduced in Marvel Series 2, a couple series back. This right here is very interesting. The design has a stud at the side and then a stud at the top. One by one with a curved top right there and a flat bottom. Again, it's probably a piece that came in a few sets this year and maybe even last year. But I wasn't familiar with it, and I'm glad that it came in this minifigure series. I do wish we got an extra one with the minifigure, but whatever. Alright, so what is this? 10 or 9? Let me see, yeah. That's 8 figures, so 9. Another tribute! Kind of crazy how this series has more nostalgia direct tribute figures than Series 18, which a lot of people assumed was like a celebration of the minifigure. The design of this figure, remaking Blacktron, this is very interesting because it's not just a new Blacktron design, which so many people will be happy for that torso print. We also have an infestation kind of a genre picked here. I like that they're not just, oh, here's Blacktron, because if you don't care about Blacktron, you're not going to care about this figure. So they have this infestation angle where the left side of this person is taken over. The gremlin leg, as I call it. The double arm, which was introduced back in 2018 with one random character from Solo. And it recently was used with a Stitch character, just randomly brought back after all those years for Disney 100 last spring. So for this spring, it's cool to get another new version where we get it in this lime color. And there's 2 blasters which use that Overwatch gun piece in black. The face print also has a half infestation print right there, taken over by some alien. And you can see a better look at that with that little air mask removed, or whatever you want to call it. Really cool little fang hanging out there and slight green print. Neck attachment removed there, and then also this hair piece is not super common. I know it was used rather recently with the Avatar 2 sets. Some back torso printing as well. Not my favorite of this series, but like I said, I'm glad it's not just Blacktron, because if I had to be honest, Blacktron and M-Tron aren't my favorite space themes. It's cool to have this angle, though part of me is kind of like, I wish we got 2 of this leg right here and 2 of the arm. Because
even this is like just a random black arm piece, and it's not the most detailed little leg piece. So I could have done without that. The torso is really what people wanted, right? But then I guess I just wanted half of the minifigure to be taken over by an alien, so whatever. Alright, our next box. Let's see what's inside. Oh, we have the alien Undercover. Love this Undercover alien design. It's such a fun and creative idea. It kind of reminds me of like the red herring with the detective of the series from earlier in this year. The design of this kind of giving off that Roswell, New Mexico vibe of touristy alien attractions. I love this torso right here. Oh, it's too woke. Love the earth. The design of the print almost giving a Hawaiian shirt feel. Even got some really nice arm printing right there on dual molded arms. Got that on both sides. Very strange combination of colors for the new short leg dual combo design, where we haven't gotten that coral mixed with gray. So that's really cool to get. And then there's the backpack piece in blue with some more printing behind the torso. And speaking of that detective, we do get that hat piece in a new color. So that's really cool because that piece hasn't really appeared in many sets in general in any color. The accessory is kind of boring though. It's just a regular camera with a little lens cap on. Would be cool to get maybe like a printed poster or something like that. But still, the rest of the minifigure is so dang interesting. It's okay. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. I butchered that. I'm really sorry. M-Tron, that's a new one. This series rules. Oh my gosh, I just totally dismissed this one when it was revealed too. What the heck is this piece right here? Again, correct me if I'm wrong if this is a piece that was introduced recently, but what the... It attaches at the back here with this Technic pin right there. And that's an awesome looking weapon. It almost looks like something like if they made Hero Factory minifigure scale and it wasn't like Invasion from Below, but like actually Hero Factory. I want to see more pieces like this, and I want to see people do crazy things with this piece. There's also a little print on this side right here, a 1x1, which I believe we've gotten before. The side leg printing on this minifigure looks so crisp, clean, and just is awesome in detail. Also love the side leg right here. Then there's a really awesome printed 1x2 with the side print there. That's on both sides. Fantastic and very useful print. The design of this helmet right here is an existing one in a new color, so that's really cool. Is that the one from the Space Minor Series 12? I doubt it. There's been so many helmets since. I thought they would use that one. And underneath, you could see how this has a lime green print on yellow, which came out really well. Doesn't look bad. And then at this back part right here, very generic face right there. Almost looks like that's a classic one from Mars Mission. Finally, I almost forgot, but the minifigure also comes with this accessory right here, which is a remake of a print from M-Tron. So that's really cool. That's just on a 1x2. So far, this series is just even exceeding my expectations, and I remember being pretty positive on its reveal, like really positive. Anyways, come on. Another Roswell alien. Bro looks like a hidden skater from Tony Hawk Underground 2. Alright, what we got, what we got, what we got, what we got. Oh, yes, the flying saucer. This is one I was really looking forward to. The design of this UFO person, or maybe it's just a UFO in the sky. I mean, cut off all of the bottom. The bottom is just the night sky. Looks freaking awesome. There's this really unbelievable piece right here that I've never seen before. Very interesting how this also connects with this top, bold piece, which we have seen this glass piece before a billion times, for many years. But I haven't ever seen it used like this, where it connects into little slots right there. That is really interesting and a form of connecting Lego that I just haven't seen before. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but I hope you get my point. Regardless, this design for the torso and legs looks beautiful, and it actually blends in with the plates that come with each of the CMF. So you can have them against each other like that. I guess even more so like this. And look at that. More of a night sky. or even more so like this. There you go. That looks freaking cool. I can't wait to see what people do with this. I know there's going to be some creative things. As for the rest of the fig, that face print underneath is great if your sig fig started with the Green Army Men. Sorry, that was stupid. And then at the back, we have Earth. Isn't that funny? Yeah, Earth is at the back of the print of the torso. Next box, let's see. Ooh, Insectoid. Oh my gosh, I love this figure so much. I didn't expect to love it so much. In person, this looks fantastic. The head right there, I mean, that's Xenomorph. You could totally recolor that and make a purist custom Xenomorph. I guess it isn't purist if you're like painting over it, but you get the point. You won't need a new piece or anything. I like that. It's very sly. Little modifications here and there are needed probably. Then we have a recolor of those awesome ladybug wings, which look fantastic as well. I love the pattern on them. And the two varied colors right there, like that dark pink at the bottom looks really cool, which you can see at the back of the torso. I love how this is a hard plastic. And then we also have those, as I call them, gremlin legs once again. This time on both legs, thankfully, which also continue that really nice torso print. The accessory is actually just these two plants right there, nothing too interesting, but still the rest of the figure is so cool. I especially love that headpiece. We have a couple boxes left. We're still missing 2 minifigures. And nope, that's one of the minifigures we're missing. Now this is a minifigure I'm still conflicted about, which is this Astronaut. I think they call it like the Deep Space Astronaut or something like that. It just feels like such a generic idea, and we've even gotten an Astronaut CMF back with Series 15, like a direct Astronaut CMF, but of course, like all these variants of astronauts, of space explorers, it's just such a common trope, even within this series alone. So it just feels like this is the least interesting out of all the figures in concept. In execution, maybe it's that too, but we'll have to see about the rest of the figures. What, we got like one left or something? The design of this is pretty cool, but yeah, I'm not like head over heels here. It's really decked out, which I like how decked out this character is. Where you do have a little printed cheese slope right there, which is really cool how not only do you get 2 used on the figure, but you get 1 extra one, as with cheese slopes in regular sets. As with 1x1 circular tiles in regular sets, you do get an extra one of this little glass right here, which I really like that design. And then we also have this light right here, and before people are like, this is in the wrong direction. We have some side arm and leg printing. That looks really cool. Also present on this side, which is slightly different. Now, the most interesting part of the minifigure for me, though, was this piece, which is a weird backpack piece with like a 2x3 brick. I haven't gotten any of the space sets from this year for City, so I don't know if this is something that appeared in other sets. Maybe it appeared in that Dream Space set. But as it stands, I really like it. This is very interesting. It's very bulky. I want to see it used outside the scenario. And then we do have a 2x3 print of the Classic Space logo right there. So that's a cool print that you could use outside of this setting. The actual print for the minifigure underneath has some pretty cool designs where you do have that kind of a space wrap around. It's cool to see that on a minifigure that isn't Buzz Lightyear. And that printing does continue at the back. A little bit hard to see right there, just some ridges. And then this helmet piece is not the standard helmet and not the helmet that is used on the M-Tron person, which is what I thought it was at first. But upon closer look, you'll see that they are just slightly different. This one does have the dual molding with this back part. I'm pretty sure this helmet was used with the other space people this year, but I might be wrong. You can see how this looks without the visor. So what, we're only missing this one, right? Atomic Betty, as I lovingly called her. Let's see. Oh, we got another one of my new GF. Cool variant poses. Alright, 4 packs left. Let's get this space girl. And, oh, literally that's her. Alright, this is probably the cutest minifigure of the series. I love her design. First off, great color schemes. You get that light blue, you get that pink. Sadly no white, but we got purple, which rocks. And it's that light purple, which I really love. Love getting that skirt piece from Poppy, also used with Hermione in that purple color, which is really, really neat. I'm probably going to steal that from my sig fig. The design of this Robo-Dog, her trusty sidekick, is adorable. I really, really love the eyes right there. And you can see some bolt designs around the mouth and above the eyes. This does use the existing Bulldog piece, if I'm not mistaken. Sometimes I get my breeds mixed up. But yeah, this is very interesting as a minifigure for new pieces because there's a completely new piece for this hair helmet combo. I do kind of wish this was a ponytail that was an accessory whole piece so that you could have two separate pieces because there are kind of ponytails that work that way. But still, this is a really intricate dual molded piece. You have the hair at the back, a little fin at the top, and those side designs, which are all different colors, and this is a hard plastic. So yeah, very impressed by this piece. I didn't even know there was a ponytail. I also love the side little arm printing. That looks really cool. And you even have the design at the side right there, which you can see has a nice kind of gold to it. You can even see some gold shine to the top right there. Some more gold shine at the front. And then at this side as well. And the design also has an alternate face. Confident look right there. Really love the design of this face print. I love the makeup on there. Like there's some really nice shine you can see with a pink and I guess it's like a silverish blue. Some freckles if you look super close. Then if you look at the front, we have, of course, that determined look, still continuing that really lovely makeup and still continuing a nice smile. So here is all of the minifigures of this series. Don't worry, I'll do a full review soon enough. We still have some packs to open, 3 to be exact. Alright, 3 more to go. Let's see what we got. Give me some good repeats. And hell yeah, great repeat. But actually, Xenomorphs don't look like that. Alright, second to last. I don't know, who do I want a duplicate of? I don't have a duplicate of. M-Tron, I guess, and Saucer? Let's manifest that, yo. Oh, we literally manifested that. Yeah, that was kind of awesome. Alright, here we go. Last box, last pack, last whatever. Let's see what's inside, and it ends where we began. Which is perfect because I forgot to make this joke last time because I didn't even touch on the accessories of a pot, a whisk, and the doggy doo-doo piece in white. I guess that's supposed to be creme fraiche. I was awful. Well, guess what? Whip, stir, whip, stir, whip, 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 stir. Star Wars fans are happy. Bye! Alright, you haven't gotten rid of me yet. I have to say, this series blew my expectations in person. I mean, when I saw it revealed, I was really positive on it, but this is another level. Like, this might be a top 5 series. It gives me the same vibes of Series 14, a very focused, themed, unlicensed series. That time it was Halloween, or specifically monsters. This time it's space. And with all the space characters throughout CMF series, I thought this would be something super redundant, but somehow every minifigure in this series feels like a fresh idea to the CMF line, even with specific tributes to classic LEGO ideas like M-Tron, Blacktron, Ice Planet 2002. Now, the only one that doesn't feel fresh would be the Astronaut, where it just is like, okay, yeah, that's something we get a lot. So I'm not too sold on that figure, that's like 1 week figure out of the whole series. And these are some of my favorite figures of the year. I love the Insectoid, love UFO Guy, the M-Tron was an amazing surprise, Roswell Alien's great, Orion's top tier, like that's still probably my favorite. I love how that came out, but M-Tron's probably second. Atomic Betty ripoff is fantastic as well. Ice Planet's probably third. Maybe I like Ice Planet more than M-Tron though. Like, so many amazing figures. It's great job, LEGO. Love this series. But that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, this was sent to me early by LEGO. But of course, all my opinions are my own. Subscribe here for more LEGO news, commentary, reviews, videos like this. Just fun LEGO videos in general. And I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.